Hey everyone, welcome back into FS25. This is episode 13 on Zielonka. We're still in March and we have all of our spring field work to do, which includes mowing all of the grass that we planted last fall and getting it baled up into silage. And then we need to go ahead and plant. We're going to do soybeans and sunflowers again. And one of the other things that we're going to be doing, we're going to go ahead and combine these into one big field for this year. And we're also going to make this into a field. And this will eventually become our hay ground that we will use for the animals. So I'll have to come down and take this tree out. But you can see there is a ridge here, and that is going to be the edge of our acreage. So everything on the north side of it, this will eventually be filled in with buildings, whether it be animal barns, workshops, whatever. This is eventually going to be our entire acreage here. So, first thing we need to do is run over to our Massey Ferguson here and get headed down to the shop. I've already leased the mower and baler that we're going to use to get this grass uh, taken care of and turned into silage this year. So, we'll head down to the shop and I'll catch up with you guys down there. All right, we're over here at our main farm, or at the original main farm, I should say, and I went ahead and leased the Cron Big M. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up on a worker, and I'm going to follow behind with the tractor. Hopefully we can make this work. But we'll go ahead and get this fired up. Um, Actually, I need to. We're going to try this. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try and have the worker drop a swath. So we'll go ahead, get him started, and we'll see how this goes. If he'll drop the swath, that'll be perfect. Then I can just follow behind with my Massey and bale right behind him. Oh, sweet. And he is. So, we'll go ahead and get this Massey fired up. And I had to drop the weight. The baler would not hook up to the tractor with the weight on. So, not all implements will hook up the way that they're supposed to. So, I'll make sure we're at 150 centimeter bales. That is perfect. And turn on the automatic drop. That is perfect. And we'll get this baler fired up. And ignore the person I just ran over. So we'll get this fired up and we'll follow right behind the Big M here and see how this goes. Well, I'm about halfway done baling this field, and our worker has already finished mowing. They got done mowing way faster than I expected, so I moved them over to our next field, and they have begun mowing over there, so we can jump right over and continue baling. Well, we're finishing up this last pass baling here on our first field. And when we get this done, I'll have to head over to the shop and pick up some more bale wrap and net. That way we can move on to the second field. But we've done a pretty good job here. We've got 102 bales so far. So we're definitely going to hit the bale limit. And I'll have to probably figure out something to pick up the last of the grass out of the next field. But we'll get this bale dropped here, and then I will head over to the shop and pick up some more net and bale wrap and get started on the next field. All right, we're over here on our second field. We got 103 bales off the first one, and we'll get somewhere close to 100 bales off of this field as well. So we'll hurry up, get this finished, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm finished. All right, we have officially hit the bale limit of 200 bales, so we'll get this one wrapped. I'll get this baler returned, and then we're going to need to get fuel and pick up a forage wagon so I can get the last of this grass picked up and get it sold probably at the animal dealer right across the street here. So we'll go ahead and come up to vehicles and we will get this baler returned. That works. And then we need to pick out a forage wagon. And I'm going to go with the TARDIS, Lizard TARDIS, just to make sure I can do it all in one pass. So we will go ahead and lease that for $3,500. And I will head back to the shop and get that picked up so we can get the last of this grass picked up. And then we have 200 bales we got to get picked up and stacked back at the home place. All right, well, we have all of the grass picked up now, and we've got just shy of 40,000 liters. So we will go ahead and take a look at our prices here. And it's looking like the animal dealer, which is just right across the street, is going to be our best at 142. So we'll go ahead and get this sold off, get this wagon returned, and then we have to get some plowing done. We've got a couple fields we need to set up, and a couple fields we need to make a little bit bigger. And we also should probably get all of these marshmallows picked up as well. Probably be a good idea. So we'll get this offloaded here. All right, we made 5,600 bucks. Not bad. I will definitely take it. So we'll go over here to vehicles. We don't need this anymore, so we can return that. And I will go ahead and get all these bales picked up, and then we will plow. Well, we got all of our bales picked up. You can see we've got all 200 here in this new bale and pallet storage facility. And we're definitely going to be using this quite a bit going forward here. But we are now ready to start plowing. So I will go ahead and get a plow leased, and we will get to it because we have a lot of plowing we have got to get done this month. So I'll head over to the shop, we'll get the plow hooked up, and we'll get to it. I went ahead and bought this Lizard plow here. It is 12 meters wide, and we're going to till up the majority of this little parking lot here from the old home place and add a few more acres, and then we will head over towards our new home place and get that tilled up for the new fields we're doing there. So, drop it down, leave a little bit of a driveway here, but we don't need a whole lot of driveway space, so we're going to go ahead and till up the majority of this. And I'm not sure how much of this little parking lot we can actually till up, but I'm going to try and till up most of it. Alright, we have the rest of this area has been all tilled up, about as much as I want to get it tilled up anyway. It'd be nice if we could actually delete the house, but that is not deletable. So we will head over to our home place here and get the couple fields we need to plowed up and made and all that good stuff. We're back over here at the home place field, and this is going to eventually become our hay ground, but for this year it is going to be a crop field. And I will go ahead and get this outlined here, get it somewhat close to where I want it, and then we'll get it all plowed up. This is going to take a few passes, shouldn't take me too long. This is going to be a nice hay ground, hay field at some point, but this year it's probably going to be soybeans. But we'll get the outline done here, and I will show you guys when we get finished. Alright, we have this bottom field done here, and that didn't take too long at all. So we're going to jump up to the field up to the north here where I eventually want to put some animal pens, and we're going to get that field combined. Alright, so we have that field done, that second field done here as well. We will jump up and take a look at this other field here, and you can see we've now got this all one field and ready to be planted, along with this. And that will for sure eventually be our hay ground. So we've got all of that done. Those two fields did not take very long. That plow makes a huge, huge difference. And I'm debating on if I want to plow all of this up since I can't really build at the moment. So I'm going to have to think on that, and we'll see. But this may end up being all crop ground here as well for this year anyway. Well, I decided to go ahead and make this top tier field this year. So it needs to be fertilized along with that bottom tier over there. So we're going to go ahead and get these two fertilized real quick, and then we will see what else we're going to do for the month of March. I think I am able to plant sunflowers this month. I got to take a look again, double check, but I do believe we will be able to plant some sunflowers this month. But first, we need to get this fertilizing done. So we'll fire it up and we'll take off. Well, we can go ahead and plant sunflowers this month, so that is what we're going to do. So we'll get our steering assist set up here. We're going to do two headlands. That is perfect. Then we'll get her fired up, we'll get her dropped down, and we'll get this field planted in a hurry. And we're going to plant at least one of the fields at the home place will be sunflowers, and the other two will be soybeans this year. So with this planter, it shouldn't take too long, especially with me using the weight in between to make it go faster. As you can see, I'm running at 15 mile an hour here. So we'll get this knocked out in a hurry. Well, we're about done planting here, getting these sunflowers in this field. And we got just one little strip left. And then this will be done, and we will head back to the home place and get the sunflower field planted up there. So this has gone by very quickly. I definitely enjoy how this works. I'm so happy using the weight in between because it makes it go so much faster. Well, we'll get this finished out here, and we'll knock out the field at the home place in no time, and then we need to get our herbicide sprayed when we're done with that. So we got that done. We'll shut it off. We'll get it folded up and head to the home place. All right, we're here at the field for the home place, and we will go ahead and get this dropped down, and we'll get this field planted. All right, well, we got this field planted with sunflowers here, so we're ready to go ahead and start spraying our herbicide. So we'll get this set up here, get our steering assist, give me an idea of where I'm at. There we go. And we'll get it fired up, and we'll get this field sprayed. Won't take very long at all here. All right, we're down here in our big field, and we'll go ahead and get the herbicide sprayed here, and we'll be done for the month, I do believe. All right, we're finishing up this last pass here, spraying the herbicide, and we will be done spraying all of our sunflower fields. So this will be a pretty good start to the spring here, and I think this is all we're going to do in the month of March. So I think we'll finish this, fold up, and get everything put away and set up and ready for April, where we can get our soybeans planted, and we will also need to spray those fields. So we will head back to the home place here, and I will see you guys in April. Into April, we are ready to do our soybean planting here. So I've already got the planter filled up with the seed and the fertilizer, so we will go ahead and plant the rest of our fields with soybeans. So we'll get in here, we'll get fired up, and we'll start right here at the home place. Get these two fields knocked out here. So we'll get unfolded. These two fields shouldn't take very long at all. Get our steering assist. Two passes. There we go. Make sure we are on soybeans, and we will get fired up and we'll get to planting. All right, well, we got both of these fields planted. It only took us about 15 minutes. It's not too bad. So we'll head back to the original home place here and get that field planted. All right, we're back here at the original home place field, and we're getting ready to plant. I went ahead and set up the steering assist for running 90 degrees again, like I typically do. So we'll get it fired up, we'll get it dropped down, and we'll get this field planted. And this will be the last of our soybean fields to be planted. All right, we're finishing up this last little dab here, and we are officially done with our planting this season. So we will take this back. I'll get the seed and the fertilizer emptied out of this, and we'll return it. And then we have to get our herbicide sprayed on these soybean fields. And all of our spring field work will officially be finished. We're going to go ahead and get this herbicide sprayed out here real quick. And we will be officially done with our spring field work. So we will probably finish out the month of April here, and then we can move on to May and probably jump ahead to June when the soybeans and silage should both be ready to be sold. Yeah, this is plowed ground, so there's no weeds. Yeah, so these don't need to be sprayed because they're plowed. That's, I forgot about that. So I'm going to double check up here. Yep, nothing here needs to be done, so we just need to do the main farm. And we'll hammer that out real quick. That's going to save me a bunch of herbicide. I'm really glad I checked that. All right, well, we are officially done spraying our herbicide, so we'll get this folded up. We'll get it headed back home, and we'll see where we go from here. Hey, welcome into June, everyone. It is now time to sell our soybeans, and we'll check the silage price. We'll see if we want to sell that this month as well. So our soybeans are looking Erlengrat's the highest, but we have to rent the train, and it's only a $3 difference to go to the grain mill. So I think we're just going to go ahead and go to the grain mill. So I'll run over here, get in my tractor, and we'll take our tipper load down to the grain mill. And as you can see here, all of our crops are looking fantastic. Our sunflowers look absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love those sunflowers. The way they look, it's very, very good. And you can see our soybeans are doing good here at the home place as well. So this is going to be a pretty profitable year, I do believe. But we'll go ahead, we'll get headed down to the grain mill here. And I've also got to stop and get some fuel on this trip as well. All right, pulling into the grain mill here. We will get these soybeans offloaded and see how much we get. All right, 233,000. That's not too bad. So we'll pull out here. Well, while I'm thinking about it, let's take a look at our silage price and see what we're going to get for silage this month. There it is. Three at the animal dealer, we get 369. So we're going to for sure sell our silage bales this month as well. So I'll get this trailer back to the home place, and then we'll hook up to, or then I'll lease the trailer, and we will get all of our silage bales hauled this month as well. All right, we're bringing in our last 10 silage bales here to get sold off at the animal dealer. And you can see we're sitting pretty good on money. So we should be able to make some upgrades this summer here. Maybe buy some more fields, maybe make a few upgrades on the farm. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to think about it, take a look, see what we can do. But I think we're going to go ahead and call this an episode. So thanks for sticking around. And if you guys like the content that you're seeing, make sure you like, sub, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one.